Hello and welcome to Homestead Imaginations. I am Josh and today is an update video on the grape cuttings. So today is, let's see, I forgot what today's date was, April 22nd, and it has been 5 weeks and 2 days since I planted the cuttings, and they are doing phenomenal. I am so excited. So far everything has some kind of growth, so I'll show these off. So here's this one. This has got 2 spots that it's growing from. That's obviously its main one. This one has a little bit of a bud here that's starting to grow. So I'm hoping that one grows. But if not, I mean, I've got plenty. I am super excited. So this one has a little bit of one. I actually went to rip this one out because this was all buried. It was buried up to about here. And this hasn't developed, none of the nodes developed or anything on this point right here. So I actually went to pull it out and think it was just a dud, and then I found this node buried way underneath, and I found roots. There was like roots about 2 inches long and maybe about 8 roots growing from the base of the stem. So I replanted it to see if we get anything. This one has got nice little growth from here. This one has got just a tiny one. Then we got this one, which is doing fabulous. Look at how big that one is. That one's really starting to take off. That one is huge. That one's doing the best. That one's been the money one. This one is starting to shoot out. This one is sprouting now. This one was a funny one. This one I thought was another dud. And all of a sudden, as you can kind of see, sorry, the lighting isn't the best because it's under the grow light. This is all dug out right here. This grew actually up from the soil. I thought this was a dud. Nothing was growing at this node right here. So I thought it was a dud. And then all of a sudden one day I just looked down and saw the green just barely popping through. So I dug it out a little bit so that way it wasn't fully buried. But yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. 9. So we got 9 grapes. So very exciting. They're doing great. Some are in different stages. Some are doing better than others, obviously, as you can tell. Some are well in the process of really starting to grow the vine. Others are just slowly getting started. So, hey, I did 11 cuttings, and so far I've got 9. Way more than I was thinking. I just at least needed one. But these are doing phenomenal. And so that means like I had 4 that I didn't skive. So at the very least, even the non-skived ones still grew roots and still is sprouting here. So we'll see if like I was so shocked to see roots, I immediately like put it back in the soil. I didn't even pay attention. I think this is a non-skived one, and maybe that's why it took longer. But also if the node was completely buried, maybe that's why it didn't sprout. So we'll see if this ever even takes off. But this does have roots. This one was a little slow, and maybe that one's maybe a not skived one. So it'll be curious to see, like, when I actually go and plant these. I gotta check because of course when I moved them from the pot into here, I totally forgot to pay attention to which ones weren't skived and then mark them. So they're mixed in. I have no idea. So when I go and plant them, I'm going to be checking to see which ones were skived, which ones weren't, and then maybe just see if the ones that weren't skived performed better than the ones that were, or vice versa. Just see if it makes a difference. It might help. It might not even make a single difference, but I won't know until I really compare. But also it depends on the structure, where the nodes are, and where the buds will eventually grow from. So that is it. Quick little update. They're doing awesome. So it's a very quick and easy process to get your cuttings and into pots, and it seems to be doing very well and really high success rate, because here we are. We got 9 out of 11 so far, and there's potential for the other ones to start growing. So could get 11 for 11. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Super excited. Can't wait. I mean, it's going to be a couple years before we can actually eat grapes, but just knowing that we have them growing on the property is so exciting. This has been so much fun just checking on these and seeing them grow, especially when before they sprouted it was like, all right, the buds are getting bigger, they're gonna sprout. So here it is. These are also sitting on a heat mat still because I'm trying to get the other ones to develop. But if this one buds and this one buds and they're all sprouted and growing, I will take them off the heat mat. I doubt they'll need it anymore, but they do have a heat mat underneath them to ensure that they, kickstart pretty quick. But as you can see, everything else in the garden is doing fabulous. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope this helps anyone in doing future grape cuttings. Leave any comments down below, anything that you saw that could be better, things that you did that worked for you, and I will catch you next time. Keep the imagination rolling. Thank you. Bye-bye.